All right, we're going to do an ultimate tier list. That's right, all characters ranked. And we did this last month, and it was one of my most liked videos. Before we get into the list, we're going to be talking a lot about usefulness of the characters. And a lot of times this usefulness is going to be tied to a team. And we're going to talk specifically about number of game modes that they are useful in. Some characters, which are in this S tier, are going to be like Mephisto, where they're just good everywhere. And oftentimes on a lot of different teams. A is going to be a character that is useful in most game modes. We're talking about raids, Cosmic Crucible, Alliance War. But maybe they need some synergy. They got to play with your team. B, it's going to be a character that is useful in 2 game modes. And specifically, I'm going to be focusing on Cosmic Crucible, Alliance War. So that's going to be something like Weaver. Then C, we're going to have characters here where they're really specialists and they're only good in 1 game mode and specifically with their team. D, all right, so this is going to be a tricky one. These are characters that I think are on their way out. Maybe their teams I did not use in the last week, or maybe they are characters or teams that I only used for a SAC team, or maybe they're a character like Cabal right here, who does get use sometimes inside of Cosmic Crucible, but only for his passive. He's basically just a stick, and I don't think you need to put a lot of resources to get him to do what you want it to do. And then lastly is Trash. So we got Deathlock there. And Deathlock is going to be only useful in Blitz and Blitz only. And I do not recommend anybody upgrading anything that is in that Trash, or probably even in the D. C is going to be only if you care about that game mode. B, A, and S in that order. S is going to be characters I'm more likely to suggest to upgrade. So let's start here. A-Force is useful just in war with their team, so they are going to be in the C category. Blitz only. Now, Alpha Flight is super useful in multiple places, plus they're also useful as a plug and play characters. So I'm going to move them up a little bit higher. I'm going to take them, the B is good enough. All right. We're going to also put their friends in here. Useful in 2 game modes, and definitely getting a lot of use out of them. Now, the one thing I'll say about Sunfire and Wolverine is they really don't get used a lot of way. That just seems to be war specific. Yeah, Wolverine, this is a tricky one. I think I'm going to drop Wolverine down too. And their consideration here for these 3 is that they're plug and play inside a Crucible. North Star can clear revives, plug and play tank for a pre-taunting tank, and then this guy can Guardian can give the team offense up. Oof. I'm gonna put him up the top, and this is gonna be an interesting one, and I probably could have went A or S, but I'm gonna put Gladiator and in-game Thanos up here because I think they're going to have plug and play viability. In-game Thanos has a way of dropping Safeguard down and removing Safeguard. Gladiator is a pre-taunting tank that actually does things and is super taking. Anytime that there's a pre-taunting tank that spawns with like Safeguard, immunity, defense up, it's going to be amazing. And then when he's paired up with a total of 3 Annihilators, he even does more tricksy stuff. Now, that being said, Gore and Ultimus are useful, but not nearly as useful as the other 2. And then I would put Silver Surfer in a tier beneath all of them. All right, Bifrost. No. Now, this is a character that does see some use. But you don't need to upgrade her. We're just using her for her passive. So we're going to put her in the D category. No! Bishop. Oh, boy. I feel like this is a character that's on its way out. Haven't had a lot of use of Bishop for a long time, but sometimes Bishop gets put on a team. I'm reluctant to put Bishop in the trash category because sometimes Bishop gets used in war. So we'll let you slide this month. We're not going to put you in the trash category. All right, trash. All right, we're going to put him up here in C. Here's the thing. Actually, we're going to drop it down to D. Still getting some use inside of Alliance War, but I do think they're on their way out. And absolutely, when the full Night Stalker team is out, they're not going to be used inside of raids. Now, they are useful in raids, but I got to tell you, this is a team that's on its way out without a doubt. I'd be skeptical of upgrading any of these guys right now. For that reason. So, pretty much all the Asgardians are going to go on their way out. Yes, there's situational usefulness right now inside of raids, and maybe with Beta and Valkyrie, you can get use inside of Alliance War with Vol. We'll put Vol there. I mean, I could put Beta up here with Vol because they're usually paired up, and then that's just a stick. But we're splitting hairs. I'm not thinking that it would be super useful. Now, of course, these guys are trash. Some people are still getting use on Black Order, but I think they're largely on their way out. And then we got some more trash. Let's just put all the trash right here. All right, so now we're getting into a team that I think is insanely good in multiple game modes. Absolutely, without a doubt, Cabal is getting used so many different places. I'm tempted to put them in the A category. Oh, no, I don't think they're quite A. For sure, they get used inside of Alliance War and Crucible. I did take them into Dark Dimension 7, but they didn't be super useful. I'm torn about throwing them into the A category, but for sure, they're in the B category. I actually think they're going to have a lot of use long term just because of how much damage they boost villains. So I think that's worth considering. Trash. Now, Agatha is getting a rework and is going to be used on the Night Stalkers team. So this is largely unknown on how good Agatha is going to be going forward. So keep that in mind. I'm going to put Moon Knight up here. Know they're going to be useful in raids at a minimum, but we don't know if Agatha and Moon Knight are going to be useful much more outside of raids. We don't know if they're going to get, if they're just going to be left off the team and it's all going to be about Blade and so on and so on. We'll have to see until we can play them. But I do want to put them up here in that category because I think that Agatha's going to be useful at least for a little bit. Morgan Le Fay. Boy, Morgan Le Fay barely getting used. We're going to put Scarlet Witch on the way out for sure. Almost wanting to put Scarlet Witch in the... We're going to put Scarlet Witch in the trash category. I don't think that's a good place right there. Darkhold's on their way out. Absolutely. Now, I know this is going to be controversial, but Archangel, I'm going to put up here just because of Horseman, but the rest of that team is going in the trash. Not good at all. Death Seed is unplayable. Now, Cersei and Icarus, term meter removal is useful. I'm not getting use of them inside of Alliance War currently. So I think what I'm going to do, oh boy. Okay, we're going to leave them in the B category. I'm tempted to put them into the C category, but for now, we'll just leave them in the B category. Trash. Okay, Gamma is getting use in one game mode, so we're going to put them in C, and then we're going to put Hulk there, and then She-Hulk there, but we are getting use for Red Hulk inside of Crucible as well as Alliance War, so Red Hulk is going to be going to the B area. Drax, trash, more trash. Now, Heroes for Hire, I think, are on their way out. I just do. They are for sure getting used inside of Alliance War, and they're still a good Alliance War team, but I suspect that they're on their way out for sure. Iron Fist, however, is in the trash. All right, Hive Mind. Oh boy, Hive Mind. We have to zoom out a little bit. Hive Mind, I'm going to still put up here at the top. There's a couple teams that I think that should be at the top, and Hive Mind is one of them. Not so much Gwenom. I'm going to drop Gwenom down to B, but these three right here for sure are being used in raids, Crucible, Alliance War. Gwenom, not so much. And then Venom is, I don't even know. I'm just going to put him in a C as a courtesy, but absolutely not great. What's Cisco? Zemo sometimes is used inside a Crucible, but no. All right, let's talk about Illuminati. And I do think that Illuminati is a top tier team. Captain Britain, of course, is pay to win. And these three are seeming to be over the top useful in a lot of different ways. And we're going to have to put Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic here. And then lastly, Iron Man should only be upgraded if you don't have Captain Britain. All right, let's go up here. That needs to go here. That needs to go here. And then Iron Man, like I said, only if you're not having use for them inside, you don't have Captain Britain. It's the only reason I would recommend Iron Man. All right, so Infestation. I really don't know what to do on this team. I feel like they're on their way out, and I'm going to put them in the D category. I feel like Infestation is just not that useful. And then also, Big Time Spider-Man right now in the Alliance War has a ton of buffs. Well, all the spider people do. So I don't even know if Infestation is going to be that good once they remove the buffs to Big Time Spider-Man. Now, Big Time Spider-Man does get used in Alliance War and is situationally good in Cosmic Crucible. So I do think this guy is good because he's fast. I'm going to put him in a B. I probably could put him in C. I have to see. Infinity Watch is on their way out. Putting them in D. I know that some people are probably not going to be thrilled with that, but Infinity Watch is just not what it used to be. I'm only using Infinity Watch right now to sack for Mephistos. All right, so we've got a lot of trash, Blitz-only characters, and Invaders. I do use Invaders as a sack team, but there's no hope for them. I will put Nick Fury up higher just because, but still not much better than that. All right, so now we've got Nowhere, and Nowhere is a Alliance War specific team, so we're going to put them in the C category, with Nova being the exception and going up to a B category. Star-Lord Annihilator might even be dropped down into D at some point. Yeah, let's just do it because a lot of times he's substituted out. He's on its way out. So we're going to give these three a consideration of a C, and then Annihilator is a Star-Lord, Annihilator, whatever that guy's, Annihilation, and then Nova is going up into the B. We got a lot of trash here. We got to take out the trash. Also, all minions have been removed from this list, so don't have to worry about minions. All of these guys are bad. Absolutely terror bad. Now, Kang. Oh boy, Kang is so good. Mostly because of his passive. I just think that is a universally good passive. Of course, he's dominant in Crucible, and he's also useful in Alliance War. I just really like his passive. I'm gonna put him up here at the B category. There's a couple of these that I think are on their way out, and maybe dropping down to B, and that might be Kang and Big Time Spider-Man. Now, this guy is really only useful in one game mode, but he is a pre-taunting tank, and I just have a special place for pre-taunting tanks. So you're going to go there. And all of these are going to go here. And I think Ultron's on his way out. And so we're going to put him into the D. Now, Titania gets quite a bit more use than these ones right here, but I'm still going to put them into C. Whoa, mercs for money. Oh, we definitely get used for them in 2 game modes. I don't think that's even up for debate. Let's put them in the B category. And let's see how we're gonna. Let's throw them. Let's scroll like this. And B, mercs for money is going up here. Useful in Crucible and in Alliance War. Deathpool, Pandapool, maybe not as much. Old Man Logan. Is there any doubt? Up to the top, tippity top. We're gonna put Old Man Logan right here next to Mephisto. He is so good, just amazing. All right, let's talk about New Avengers. New Avengers are useful in 1 game mode, and we're gonna just dump them all right there. They're not getting used anywhere else. Same thing with Cloak and Dagger and the rest of New Warriors. Could possibly put them inside of the C category, but no. Okay, Orcus. So this is going to be tricky, and the reason why I'm going to put Orcus at the top is because they have the higher stats at their post Ares characters. Now, I could drop them down to a B, but I really feel like these guys are going to be useful not only in raids but in Crucible and Alliance War for some time. So they're going to get an A tier. I especially like Lady Deathstrike and the other 3. I mean, I could drop Scientist Supreme down, but for the benefit of the doubt, we're just going to put them all up there. And I suspect that Agatha, we were talking about Agatha earlier, is probably also going to go into that A category. All right, Black Knight. Still a place in my heart. Black Knight's very good. You know what? Black Knight. A or S? Now we're going to put it in S for now. All right, Captain America, only useful right now in 1 game mode. We're going to put them there out of time. Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to go up to the B category because I get more use out of Cosmic Ghost Rider than the other 3. Oh, Pegasus on their way out. D for sure. Let's go and just put them all right there. And Kestrel gets some use, so I'm going to put Kestrel in the C category. All right, we got more trash. We're just going to dump all of these into the dumpster. Not good at all. These guys are not getting use anywhere. Just no. All right. What do we have here? Black Cat. Oh, Black Cat I think is going to be useful for a long time. I think I'm going to put Black Cat up here at the top at A. Still get a lot of use out of Black Cat. I'm going to put Robbie up there. Also going to put Ms. Marvel up there. I'm going to put Photon in the B category. Definitely gets used inside of Alliance War, but I've also used her in Crucible sometimes, but you know, I could probably put her in C. Now, these other 3 are just very, 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 very good. You know what? I'm going to drop Ms. Marvel down, though. I definitely, there's more plug-and-play viability on Black Cat and Ghost Rider. Oh, boy. Which Doctor Strange is this? I don't know. Boy, this is the useless one. There you go. Trash. Daredevil. Trash. Oh, my God. Okay, Moon Knight. We got to put Moon Knight up here in the C category. I suspect that Agatha and Moon Knight are going to be in the A category, but we just don't know. So I'm going to put them in the C. At a minimum, I think they're going to be useful in raids. They're going to have boosted stats, but it is largely unknown. Electro, oh boy, barely useful in war. Mysterio, we'll put you up here in C. Rhino, barely useful in war. Shocker, barely useful in war. Vulture is in another category, though. Vulture, we got to move up here. Let's put Mysterio up here too. I do like Mysterio. Mysterio has a special place in my heart. So we're going to put Mysterio in the B category. Punisher, yuck, yuck, yuck. Ghost Spider. All right, so I want to put Penny and Pav and Noir in the A category up here next to Peter B. No doubt in their mind that these three are insanely helpful. But the weakest one of the three, without a doubt, is going to be Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. So we're going to put Spider-Gwen in the B category. Doc Ock definitely gets used a lot. And we're going to put all of Spider Society, Superior 6, Sinister 6, Superior 6, right here in the B category. Getting use inside of Alliance War and Crucible for sure. So there we are. They've got them all right there next to their friends. All right, we got more trash. Symbiotes, trash. All right. This is just an extension of Weaver. All right, we'll put you in C. Not nearly as good as Weaver, but I do get use out of 2099. They're kind of a combo, though. That's kind of a weird place for them to be. Yeah, I'm going to put Weaver down there in the C category. Let's move on. Trash. On her way out. Trash. All right, useful for sure in one game mode. We got to put Underworld all in the C because they are useful in Alliance War, but you know how that goes. And then we got to put Undying up here as well. They could be getting a revamp though. These characters have been launched in October of, like this was October last year, 2 years ago. I'm expecting that we're gonna get another Undying that may move them up higher, but we will have to see. Not useful. Rogue gets used quite a bit. We're gonna put Rogue up here in the B area. Boy, we gotta, these guys, boy, they're on their way out for sure. War Dogs are not being used pretty much anywhere right now. And I'm gonna drop Killmonger and M'Baku down to the bottom. And then we've got the War Dogs here in barely useful trash. All right, Omega Red, useful in one game mode. And we're going to put his friends over here. I wish there was more use for Omega Red. I mean, I did use Omega Red sometimes in Crucible, but it's just so sporadic. All right, we got more trash with Spider Society, Spider-Man, trash. All these guys are trash right here. You and your friends are trash. Go in the dumpster. And then these are just useless, not useful characters. Okay, now Cyclops is on his way out. Because once you have Old Man Logan, not that great. Let's just put him. I just think Cyclops is on his way out. Where I do like Forge. Forge is going to get used with Rogue and Gambit and Nightcrawler. This was back in the day a team that I put higher, because they're good. I'm going to put Nightcrawler up there. I think Nightcrawler is amazing. I think I also want to put Green Goblin in A also. Sunspot can go right here next to Gambit. All right, so this is a character that is situationally useful inside of Alliance War, also inside of Crucible, but they're just sticks. So they don't need stats. And then the rest of these guys are trash. Ares! All right, Ares. Oh my God. I'm really stuck on Ares between B and A. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and put him in an A, but I really think he's a B. I suspect that when we have full stars on Ares, might be more useful. Again, this is a stick. And then what do we got here? What are we going to do with Quicksilver? Quicksilver. Let's put Quicksilver in B. Apocalypse. No doubt about it. One of the best characters in the game. We got to put Odin up there with them as well. Odin is easily up there. And then we got to put Super Scroll all the way at the top as well. There we go. And then what do we got? Okay, Orcus. Oh, man. Orcus is so good right now. I'm going to put them at the very top. We've already got some of them up there. It looks like they're duplicates on this list. Yeah, we've already got them already on there. Doom. Oh, let's put Doom in B and Dormammu in B because they do get use, but they're just bad. All the time, they really mess with me. Absolutely. So, these three right here did not need to be there. Get off my list. How do I make you go away? So, let's go over the list from the top to bottom. There's no question in my mind that Odin is up there along with Apocalypse and Super Skrull. Without a doubt, Old Man Logan. I'm thinking about dropping Black Knight down. I'm thinking about it. I think with the addition of Odin, we're going to drop Black Knight down. Sorry, buddy. All right. What do we got here in A category? Well, we've definitely have some of these new Annihilators. They do require some recognition. We've got the Spider Society, I think is going to be very good for a long time. Spider Society has just been very good. Let's put Pav up there. No particular order. Then we got the 3 members of the Hive Mind, 3 members of the Illuminati. I've got the entire Orcus team. I suspect we can drop down Scientist Supreme, though. I could see Scientist Supreme being replaced. But not for now. I'm just going to leave them all up there. Next month, I may drop one of them down. We've got Black Cat and Ghost Rider. And then we also got Nightcrawler, Green Goblin, and Ares. All right, what do we got next on the list? We've got some good characters that are using multiple game modes, or at least 2 game modes. Weaver gets a lot of play. These guys are plug and play. Silver Surfer is just the worst of the Annihilators. We got the 3 Cabal. Cersei and Icarus, they could be dropping down to C at some point. And then we've got stragglers of Hive Mind and the Illuminati. Nova is generally good plug and play. So is King, Big Time Spider-Man. We've got the remaining members of Mercs for Money, only because I've been getting used for them inside of Crucible, but they're for sure dominant in Alliance War. Useful in 2 game modes. These 2 are not as useful as the other Secret Defenders. Then we have a large chunk of the Superior 6 and Sinister 6 here in the B category, with the exception of Green Goblin being up. And then there's some stragglers down further. Rogue's going to be here for a while, still a great tank. And then we've got the rest of Extreme. Cyclops, I think if you've got Old Man Logan, don't need to focus on Cyclops. He's just not that great. And then we have Quicksilver, Doom, and Dormammu. And I really want to drop Doom down even further. Rest of these characters are useful in 1 game mode. Only reason that I put Beta Ray here is that Beta Ray and Vol are still currently viable inside of raids and in Alliance War to a lesser degree. And I think I could move Vol up just because of Exposed. Let's see. I got to think about Vol for a second. I don't know. I feel like Vol is just not getting used in anywhere other than in raids. I think I had Vol higher on the list before, but we're dropping Vol down. Moon Knight and Agatha just was on speculation. Morgan the Fae and the rest of the Gamma. And then we've got Venom. Oh, you know what? Let's drop Venom down to D. I'm just not getting used for Venom. We're dropping Venom down. Nowhere, Titania, Masters of Evil, New Avengers. We've got New Warriors. We've got Out of Time. We've got Kestrel. We got 2099. We got this right here is Undying and Underworld. And then we got weapon X. Maybe Omega Red could get moved up. These are all characters that I feel are on their way out or completely situational, and the rest of these guys are dumpsters. What do you think? We got through it a little bit faster this time. I will publish this on my Discord server after I play with it a little bit more, maybe move the positioning around to be like more specific, like which ones I think are actually better, you know, in different places and so on and so on. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.